carry all my money, make you carry me go Sambisa. If I touch your body, make you touch under my short nigga. And girl, your love don't plenty, I can be like Papa Fry. If I come in sachet, you go carry my embryo. Carry me go where I don't know. Pass my bololo, your body cool my pressure. Body cool my pressure. Carry me go where I don't know. Pass my tolos, your body cool my pressure. Body cool my pressure. Carry me go where I don't know.
One of the things that we expected to achieve, at the end of last year's summit was a purple book. And before it looked like a mystical thing, purple was just mixing blue and pink and blue. That was how we just arrived at purple, because we're trying to be inclusive of both genders. And then we thought that it was good, a lot of times we have good conversations at events, and then after the event we all go home wondering, when next we'll have an opportunity to gather again. So we felt that if there was a book, a reference guide that people can look at 5, 10, 20 years later, reflect. For example, one of the most interesting sessions to me last year was gender and the media. So I know that I can go back, reflect on the challenges, for example, that women and possibly men in media face, and then begin to think about what sort of strategies can be put in place to ensure that there's improvements in the media and outcomes for men and women. So one of the expected outcomes was have this book that talks about innovative approaches to advancing inclusion, policy recommendations and lessons for future policy actions. And really that's what the Purple Book, which we'll unveil shortly, is all about.
Did we get it? Is it done?
The launch of the Purple Book, and real congratulations to the NESG as well as the Policy Innovation Center. So huge congratulations on the launch and of course on the unveiling of this year's theme, which I think is so relevant to what we're doing now. Gender equality and equity and inclusion is not only important because it's a nice to have, it's a fundamental human right, just as Dr. Osas said. So I'm really happy that we can be supporting this and happy to be part of a group of people that are not just talking about it, but taking action. So really pleased to be here. So Oiza Nicholson, and I'm the country director for Palladium International in Nigeria.
People see disability issue from the tokenistic point of view, and just trying to include them as an afterthought. I have gone through the Purple Book. I've seen that programs are well laid out and the policies and the recommendations as it were. If you listen to me when I was reviewing the book, I said I read through all the recommendations and the policies and programs intervention, and I could see myself within this space. So I think this is an inclusive space, and maybe not very, very 100%, but they're really, really working towards making it at 100%. I think it's just a good start, very good start, and I feel safe and included, and that's why I'm here.
The CSOs and NGOs should know that when you talk about maternal health, it's a broad range of issues, from cancer to gender-based violence to maternal health to sexual violence. Is so much. So we need to increase our space of work. And then we're looking forward to the next meeting or the next summit on gender inclusiveness.
The book is a book that contains learnings from the summit as well as recommendations for policy programs to improve gender responsive governance, to guide organizations to make some very simple changes that would improve the gender equality profile, not just of the organizations but of Nigeria as a country.